YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video today. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you're old to the channel, please watch all of my old videos and like those as well. By request, I have made an Instagram. It's called Real Black Couch Booking. That is my official Instagram. Please check the link in the description so you can see my Instagram and go follow me on there. We're going to start posting the content this weekend for sure. I'm going to be posting gym content, updates on, upcoming videos, and maybe I'll post some clips on there for y'all so we can get some engagement. But anyway, I want to get right into this. So I was thinking the other day, what superstar should swap brands or should go to a new brand, and that's going to be the video for today. Something simple, something not too crazy, but something that's going to be controversial, I think, because a lot of y'all don't be liking my opinions, but it is what it is, man. So let me get the first bias one out the way. Yes, I know another Black Couch try to not mention Zelina Vega challenge failed by yours truly, but listen, my woman, I gotta talk about my wife, man. My wife, not yours, mine. So Zelina Vega, right? The obvious answer, or the answer that would probably make the most sense would be for her to go to AEW. Her husband, her real husband, not her fictional husband, myself, Malachi Black, is over there at AEW doing his thing with House of Black. Really like what they got going on. And, it would be good to have two people who are actually in a real life relationship, in the same company, being able to travel together and things of that nature. However, I think for Zelina Vega to truly reach her potential and to truly maximize what she got going on in and outside of the ring, I think TNA would be the best move. I think if Zelina Vega were to go to TNA, they will let her become TNA Women's Champion, knockout champion, whatever the case may be. I think that they would allow that to happen. Not only is she very popular, with the anime and the video game and the cosplay community, but she can wrestle. She can talk on the mic. Zelina Vega has everything. She's just small, which shouldn't be a hindrance to her being able to be successful. In WWE, I can't see a world where she wins the women's championship without winning Money in the Bank or something like that. But obviously, I don't think they're going to let that happen anytime soon. So if Zelina Vega wants to be a world champion, I think TNA would be the best move. Next, another WWE star that I talk about a lot, Kevin Owens. Listen, Kevin Owens signed a big contract. He's going to be with WWE for a long time. So most of these are fantasy, fantasy thoughts. But man, I think if Kevin Owens went to AEW, he would be a champion as soon as he got there. And I mean AEW world champion. Kevin Owens has everything that you would want in a champion. He can talk. He can resonate with the crowd. He has the passion and emotion when he's doing promos, and he can wrestle his ass off. Only reason why he's not in a top spot in WWE is because there's too many other guys in front of him. But if Kevin Owens were to go to somewhere like AEW, there are a couple of people in front of him. There are not too many. At minimum, he would be Ring of Honor champion, then he'd be the TNT champion. Kevin Owens will make the FTW championship look like a damn main, world title if he had that thing going against Hook and all of the Darby Allins and all those other guys. So I think Kevin Owens as the AEW world champion would be very, very good for him and the company, in my opinion, because Kevin Owens deserves to be a singles champion. Man has been a singles champion in like 7 damn years. Absolutely insane. Now, let's do AEW. MJF. I think this one's pretty obvious, guys. MJF should go to WWE. He is not The Miz 2.0. MJF and The Miz, I don't see many similarities besides they scarves and suits sometimes. But other than that, MJF is his own person, and him and The Miz would be able to clash in the ring, which would be fine and good for the fans. But they're not the same superstar. I do not like that comparison anymore, because MJF has proven that he's well above and beyond what you think he is or was, which is a snarky guy that wears suits that can talk and that's an asshole, blah, blah, blah. MJF is the ultimate heel. MJF can do it all. Even as a babyface, MJF could get over. So I think WWE would be a big market for MJF. He'll make a lot of money, which he already does make some good money for AEW, but seeing MJF as a world heavyweight champion would be something that I think could benefit us all as fans and would benefit him, in cementing his legacy as one of the greats of all time, which I think he can make a top 100 before it's all said and done. Why not? Why can't MJF be top 100? The top 100 that's top 100 right now can't be top 100 forever. And I think MJF is already in the top 100 across the board. So that's just my opinion. Let's stick with AEW. Kenny Omega. When you're world renowned and you're really considered one of the greatest right now, it's hard for me to not want you to be in, the not only self-proclaimed but proclaimed across the board. Even AEW fans know that WWE is still the #1 show as of right now. Things can change because it has changed before. WCW was competing with WWE and TNA, never got over the hump, but they sure had some better pay-per-views and products than WWE at certain times in life. So AEW is doing a thing right now. I actually quite enjoy AEW. All In pay-per-view was great, and I think that a guy like Kenny Omega, though, I think he should be in WWE, and I can see Kenny Omega as a WWE champion. It's something that I always wanted to see, and I would love to see Kenny Omega versus the Seth Rollins versus the Roman Reigns, versus guys like that in WWE. So that's something I'll be looking forward to if it could ever happen. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not mad at his career. Great career. And let's stick with AEW one more time. Will Ospreay. I made a video about Will Ospreay. Y'all know I said he couldn't hack it in WWE, but y'all told me otherwise, that, there's the travel, his family and stuff like that, which is very admirable. So you know what? I'm not mad about it. I told y'all I was wrong about Will Ospreay, and I like Will Ospreay. He wrestled his ass off against the likes of my guy MJF. And you know what? Will Ospreay is really that guy. So I can't even be mad at him, to be honest. And I really think that you guys should cut AEW some slack. WWE fans cut AEW fans some slack. AEW fans cut WWE some slack. However, I want to see Will Ospreay versus Seth Rollins in the worst way. And I don't think WWE and AEW are doing a crossover pay-per-view anytime soon. So I think the only way that will happen is if Will Ospreay go to WWE. I need to see that match. These guys talk too much shit on Twitter about one another for us not to get that match, to see who really bringing it, who will really, be the guy like, oh yeah, he brought the house down. And you know what? I'm still going with Seth Rollins, but Will Ospreay has piqued my interest. Mia Yim. This one sucks. So 2 reasons. Mia Yim should definitely be reunited with Keith Lee in AEW, but I genuinely think Mia Yim could be a good TBS champion. Mia Yim's had some good matches, and she's been put in some really good spots, like a Zelina Vega, but you just don't never expect her to become a women's champion, which really sucks, man. Her and Nia Jax, they had a good match in my opinion. I think Mia Yim would benefit from going to AEW. I think she'll be a TBS champion ASAP. Or you can do Mia Yim versus Ember Moon for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, which would be fine. Will she ever be AEW Women's champion? Well, that's something to be determined, to be desired. But I think she will have the potential to do so. I think Mia Yim has the experience. I think Mia Yim has good character work. And I think Mia Yim is just overall very likable. I think she is marketable enough to become a champion, and I think that she should have the opportunity to do so, and not no damn speed champion. Mercedes Moné. These two are going to be a little weird, so I'm gonna contradict myself maybe a little bit with these two. But Mercedes Moné WWE, Bayley AEW. However, if I wanted anything to happen, I would rather Bayley go to AEW and be with Mercedes Moné so they can reunite. Because I feel like if Mercedes Moné, aka Sasha Banks, comes back to WWE, I don't know if she'll be welcomed back with a warm welcome, or she will be like punished essentially for what she's done in the past. I'm not saying Naomi is being punished. Naomi had a WrestleMania match. She was in Royal Rumble. She was in some good spots, but Naomi's not going to win another title in WWE unless it's a tag team title. And I think Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, is still at the point where she could be a main champion for an promotional organization, as she's showing that she's elevated the TBS championship to brand new heights. I just don't want her to come back and then she gets fucked over because, there's a grudge, or she has to be reprimanded, behind the scenes and stuff like that. That's really not for me. But Bayley, I told y'all that was Bayley's last women's championship. Mark my words. I think Bayley should move on. She would be a lovely AEW champion for sure. I think she would excel in AEW and take her career to even, vaster heights. Bayley is good. She could retire now. She's in the Hall of Fame, but she still got a lot of fight left in her. And I think AEW would be the perfect place for Bayley to fight. This one is a dream. AJ Styles back to TNA. Now, obviously, TNA might not have the money, might not have the capacity to do something like this, but AJ Styles ending his career in TNA is like poetry. Like, it would be so amazing to see AJ Styles just finish it all in TNA, man. TNA is the house that AJ Styles built. The first superstar I recognized from TNA. You are, I am. One of my favorite theme songs ever. So I think AJ Styles retiring in TNA will be something that everybody could appreciate. And last, this one, I was going back and forth with this one, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry about that. Y'all got cut off. But yeah, I was going back and forth with this one because I really want to see this guy in WWE. But however, I think, the market is a little oversaturated in WWE for him right now. But I would love to see Moose actually go to AEW and compete against Swerve Strickland before he retires. Now, Moose is 40. That's not really that old in wrestling years. But you never know when people want to retire nowadays. Some people want to retire when they're 50, 60, or go on like Ric Flair, or some people, they just ready to stop. So before that becomes the case, Moose, one of the great TNA champions, one of the great black champions I've ever seen in my life. I love his presentation, and he's a big stocky guy. I would love to see him go against a Swerve Strickland, go against a Keith Lee in AEW. Man, I think Moose will have a great match with the Will Ospreay, with the MJF, with anybody in AEW. So I think that Moose going to AEW, would be great for his career, make a lot more money, and then he could just do what he do, man. Real talk, man. I'm a Moose fan, whether you believe it or not. So shout out to Moose, man. But anyway, thank y'all for the likes, thank y'all for the comments, thank y'all for the subscription, thank y'all for the journey we're on so far. We're gonna keep going to this topic. We're not gonna stop. Like I said, follow my Instagram, man. Real Black Couch Booking. We're ready to take over. We're on the road to 10K. Let's get it.